how is your health affecting your ability to socialize with others and maintain relationships? So today I'm going to be talking about what may rob you of your social ability. So these are the things that have helped me, and I hope they help you. So stick around for the end for the most important thing. Let's get straight into it.
Get to know me personally with my one-on-one coaching. First call is absolutely free, so check that link out in the description after this video.
So when I mean by health, I'm talking about all aspects, mental health and physical health, because if you get one of these wrong, this could affect you. And I actually went to a party on the weekend and I was really affected by the last point that I'll be talking about, which I'll get into. But yeah, health is very important, especially as an autistic, because your mind is on overload 24/7. So you'll notice when you're sharp or your mind's sharp, you may do really well at stuff. You may actually think better. But the other 80% of the time or 70% of the time, as for me, I'm 25% good when I'm switched on, but the other 80 to 60% of the time I'm not there because of my health and the way I'm thinking or everything else, physically, mentally. So let's get into the first point. I can't stress this first point enough because this is what's worked for me, and it will work for any other human being, which is breathing. If you're not breathing properly, I've said this in my other videos, breathing is very important because it puts you in the moment, it puts you in the now. If you're not breathing properly, it can actually cause you to become less confident and not be in the moment, because it kind of signifies death in a way, if you think about it, because you're breathing less shallowly, you're not breathing deep, you're not trying to trying to get the most oxygen in your body to feel alive. So that's why breathing, it's windy now. Breathing is probably a very important aspect to staying social and becoming more social and less reserved in social situations. A quick breathing technique that I like to do, I'll just show you, is grab your belly. When you breathe, you don't want to be breathing like upward. You actually want to be breathing outward. So you can actually hold your hand on your stomach and feel, is your tummy opening up? That's what I like to ask myself. That's the question. Is my tummy expanding? Am I breathing a full breath of air? So that's number one. So number two is just very general. It's hard to explain this one, but it would just be overthinking and being tense. If you're tense and you're overthinking, of course you're going to be less desirable to talk to, or you're not going to be in the moment. So I found that the other day. I actually got second at a race meet, so I did really well. I wish I won. I won all the other races except for one, but that's all right. You can only do what you can do. But I have to say a podium speech and just thank people. And I found when I just relaxed and I didn't overthink it too much, and I just let my words be told, just say what I needed to say and not get stressed out or anxious about it, it was so much easier to say the words and not be as anxious. That's where that was a bit of a general point, but you can go back to your breathing, or you could go back to focusing on one thing about your body, so you're not overthinking in those situations. Like public speaking is one of my, probably not phobias, but like I used to really struggle with public speaking. I couldn't speak in front of anyone because I was always worried about stuffing up. But all I had to do was just not worry about stuffing up and do a couple and get used to it and learn how to talk better in front of people, and then I got better and better, and now I'm where I am today. Now to the most important part, your tiredness and how awake you are, or how deprived you are of sleep, or even the food you eat. Because as I said, if you're not running at 100% optimization, if you're not at your best, once you're just a little bit, I found once I'm a little bit behind or I'm not my best, I'm really bad. I'm either really bad or I'm really good. I'm kind of like a light switch. I'm just on or off. So that's why I really like to prioritize my sleep schedule, my food schedule, as in when I eat and what I eat, to make sure that I feel the best I possibly can, so that I can get the best out of myself. Because I know that just like other people, like my mates, they can stay up late, they can have a late night, and the next day they don't feel too bad. It doesn't affect them socially, it doesn't burn them out, it doesn't drain them like it does with me. So that's probably the most important thing to develop your social skills better, and that is being more healthy physically, and knowing, okay, you need the time to rest, you need that time to relax and wind down. So you might have to sacrifice a Friday or Saturday night not to go out with friends, because you just need that time to relax. Because if you don't get that time to relax, well, what's the point going out there if you can't socialize and you just act like, oh, you know, Jaden's not being social tonight, or is he pissed off or something, is he annoyed? Well, of course your social life is going to be worse, because you feel bad and you're not in the moment, you're tired. So why do you want to be out late or, you know, out with friends if your social battery or your physical battery is very low and you can't pick yourself up? But these are the roadblocks that I've found, and sometimes you just can't do anything about them. And Friday night was one of those nights, because I had a big day Friday testing in the go-kart, and I had to go out to a party. Oh, sorry, Saturday night I had to go out to a party. So, and then Sunday I had my race. But Saturday I was working all day, and I even said to my boss, I said, look, I'm so tired. So he let me off early, luckily, because he knew I was racing the next day and I needed to be at my top of my game. So then that Saturday night I had no social battery. I couldn't socialize. I just sat at a table. I had no ability to socialize. I tried, but then in the end I had to leave early because, well, I had to go to sleep since I was racing the next day. So yeah, I hope this video helps. Like and subscribe to see more educational content about autism and how to be a more independent autistic man on the autism spectrum. Anyway, thank you for listening. Catch you later.